Today you're going to get to be creative and create your own story using emojis. And we're going to learn how to do this through our Google Docs. So what I want you to do is to go to the Google Drive link, just like we did when we did our avatar the other day. We're going to log into that. Hopefully you saved your information so you don't have to type it all again to get logged in. And then what you're going to do, you're in your drive and you're going to click on the word new up here. And we're going to go to Google Docs. Now, the good thing about Google using their documents or spreadsheets or slides, you can access it anywhere that has internet, not just at school. You can access it on any device, an iPad or Chromebook. It doesn't have to just be a desktop computer like when we were doing Microsoft Word. So when we make our doc, we are going to start by changing the font. So instead of Arial, we're going to make it Comic Sans. And we want to change the size to make it bigger. So instead of 11, we're going to make it 18. Then we are going to type our first and our last name. Now remember, when we write names, beginning of sentences, places starts with capital letters. So we hold down Shift. We put one space between our words. So now I want you to hit enter 2 times. And we're ready to start writing. Now, a paragraph starts with an indent. So if we hit tab on our keyboard, it takes us over so we can begin our story. So I'm looking at my emoji prompts, and we have a bunch of different ones. So it depends on which one you have in your hand. But I'm just going to look at this very first one. So I have an ant, an alien monster dude, a baby, a piece of cake, and a flag. Now it says pick at least 3 emojis to use in your story. So if there's only 3 of them you want to use, that's fine. If you want to use 4 or all 5 of them, go for it. It's however you want to be creative and make your story. So I'm going to come back over here and I'm going to begin my story. So once upon a time, and yours doesn't have to start this way. This is just how I'm making mine. Once upon a time, a baby wanted a piece of cake. However, an ant was on his way wanting that piece of cake also. Now, I would keep writing my story, but for time's sake, we're going to pretend that I finished my story. So a story is not just 1 or 2 sentences, especially if you're using at least 3 of the emojis in creating your story. So I'm going to hit enter, pretending I'm at the end of my story. And now I want you to insert pictures of the emojis that you used. So to help, I have shared a folder of all of the emojis with you. So we're going to go to insert. And where it says image, we're going to go to drive. And there's an area that says shared. So you'll see an emoji folder, emoji images folder. When I click on that, I see all of the different images. So I did an ant. So I'm going to click on that ant and I'm going to tell it to insert. Now, if it's too big, too small, I can click on it and I can make it bigger. Now, I can't move it unless I tell it to wrap the text. Then it will let me move those images around. Now, when I go up here to insert the next image, I don't see where I can. It's because I'm still clicked on that image. I've got to click off into the white space before I can go to image and go to drive again. Now, I'm still on that page, so I did a baby. So I'm going to insert that image, click on it, wrap it, resize it, move it around, click off of it, insert, image, drive, and then I'm going to find my piece of cake. Click on it, insert, resize it, wrap it so I can move it. So now I have my name, I have my story, and I have my images. Now the last thing that I need you to do is share this document with me. So this is going to be how you could possibly share your work that you've done with your teacher. If you're not doing it in Google Classroom, this is another way that you can do this. So up here it says share. Now it says I have to give it a name before I share it. So I'm going to call it EmojiStory. And I'm going to click save. Now the good thing about Google, it does automatically save our work, but I hadn't given it a name. So it wants that. Now enter people names. So I'm going to type in my name. Now, my email address is still under my maiden name, McClung. So I will put my name on the board, how to spell it so that we can easily find it. So there I am. I'm going to click on it. And then I'm going to click send. So now you have shared it with me so that I can see that you have created your story. You have added your images. You've shown me you know how to change the font. And you know how to change the size.